Hello my dear friends, happy to be with you once again through this video, and we want to share some more knowledge, some more information with you all with regard to the lesson that we are learning, the lesson and development. I hope you remember what we learned in the last class. We are learning about the average income of a country, or how can we say a country is developed or underdeveloped. We set the criteria in the year 2013. The government said if the average income of a person is $12,736 in a year, annual income, then we can say that country is a developed country. So if all the people of that country has got this much money, $12,736 annually, then we can say that country is a developed country, a rich country. On the other hand, if the country people, the citizens of that other country, if they have less than $1,045 per year, if that person's earning, if that person's income is, or average income of people in that country is less than 1045, we say that country is underdeveloped country. So that was the criteria that was followed in the year 2013. Now we know the expenditure is going up day by day, and with this money also we will not be able to say that country is a developed country. So the income of the people should increase because the expense also is increasing. And we also said how to find out the average income of a country, that is the total income of a country. Total income, that means the income of all the people for a year should be put together, should be calculated together, and should be divided by the number of people living in that country. That is the average income or per capita income. So yesterday we said if there is 10 lakh money is there, by collecting all the money of the people, 10 lakh we get. And in that country, if there are just 100 people only, then we have to divide 10 lakhs divided by 100, and that will be the average amount or average income of a person. So all may not be having exact same amount. We are calculating the average. Some people may be getting more, some people may be getting less. But when we divide this, or when we find out this average, it will mean that all the people have got this much income. Let's see an example. When we calculate the average income, for some people it can be beneficial, or for some people it can be a disadvantage. Let us see the example of two countries. So two countries we have. Let us say country A and B. And let's say again there are 5 people, just for us easy to calculate. So we just say in that country only 5 people are there. People 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So only 5 people are living in that country. And let's see they are getting the income. They are getting the income. The first person is getting 9,500, and the second person is getting 10,500. Then the third person is getting 9,800. Then the fourth person is getting 10,200. this one we will find out the total. So what is the total? 9,000 less than 500. Second person is getting 1 year 10,500. Third person is getting 9,800. Fourth person is getting 10,000. Fifth person is getting 10,200. What will be the total? It will be 50,000. Total is 50,000. So the annual income of the country A is 50,000. And how many people are there in that country? 5 people. So in order to find out the average income of a person, we have to divide the total income by the number of people living in that country. So here in this country A, only 5 people are there. So we divide 50,000 with 5, and how much it will be? 10,000. So the annual income of country A is 10,000. That means every person can have 10,000 or has got 10,000. But when we look here, we can find out this person is getting only 9,500. This person is getting more than 10,000. So he is reduced and it is given here more. This fellow is getting only 9,800. This fellow is getting 10,000. This fellow is getting 10,200. So we make it average, we make it equal, and everybody is considered as having 10,000. Now let us see about country B. What is the situation in the country B? Country B also, let us say there are only 5 people. So their income is, first person is getting only 500. Second person also is getting 500. Third person also is getting 500. Fourth person also is getting 500. And the fifth person is getting 48,000. So see the difference. Here these people are very poor. In a year they are able to get only 500 rupees. But this person is very rich. He is able to get 48,000 in a year. So what is the total? This also will come 50,000. The total is 50,000. And we divide with number of people. 5 people are there. So we divide with 5. And here also we get same amount. So here also the average income of country B is 10,000. But see the difference. Here one person has got more, plenty, very high. But others are having too little, only just 500 each. But when we calculate the average, it will mean that every person has got 10,000 each. So that is one defect of this calculating average income. So it will be a very injustice to say that all the people in this country has got 10,000 each, while actually they are getting only 500. And if you say this person is getting only 10,000, that is also not correct, because he is getting 48,000. So we see the inequality. In actual, they are not here, not much difference. But here you see so much of difference. He said one fellow is getting 48,000, other fellow is getting only 500. So there's so much of difference. He said. So if you take the average income, we cannot say that is exactly able to tell about the people living in that country. As a whole, we can say country has got this much income. This country has got 50,000 income. This country also has got 50,000 income. We can say country as a whole. But when we say about individuals, if you speak about people, if you say this people of this country B has got 10,000 each every year, it is not correct, because they are getting very less. So that is one of the defects, disadvantage of this way of calculating. So by seeing the average income exactly, we will not be able to say the income of a person. We will be able to say the income of a country, but the income of a person, the individual income, we will not be able to say exactly. Now, let us say about income as well as the other criteria. So we said to find out a country is developed or not, we follow the income, average income of a country. And we saw that by looking at this average income of a country, we cannot exactly find out the real financial status or the economical situation of a person. So let us see about some other criteria as well. So by looking at income alone, we cannot find out whether the person is really rich or not, can manage or not. So we need to look up, see some other criteria as well. Let us see what are they. You can follow your textbook, page number 10. And there are examples of 3 states given there. 3 states, Maharashtra, Kerala and Bihar. 3 states are given there, and some data also is given there concerning different different departments. One is about the infant mortality rate, another one is about literacy rate, another one is about net attendance in the secondary stage of schooling, and there is also about per capita income. So we see here, can you see, I hope, can you see? So the Maharashtra has got 1,17,091 rupees per capita income. So in the state of Maharashtra, we have 1,17,091 rupees. So that is the total income of the people living in Maharashtra in a year. If we take the average, one person will be getting this much. So to find out the total income, what you have to do? You have to multiply with the number of people living in that state. So the second state, that is Kerala, it is the annual income is 1,03,820. That is the income of a person living in Kerala, less than Maharashtra. Then when we come to Bihar, what is their income? It is very less, 31,199. So that is the income of a person living in Bihar. So it is much less. It is only 1/3 or less than 1/3 of people of Kerala, and it is almost 1/4 of the people living in Maharashtra. So here we can say which state is more rich. Definitely Maharashtra is richer than all the other states, because there the average income of a person is 1,17,091 rupees in a year. And if you come to Kerala, it is still less. The people living in Kerala, the annual or the average income is 1,03,820. Then if you go to Bihar, you see the situation is very pathetic. It is not even reaching half of what others are earning. So people are, we can certainly say Bihar state is much poorer than all the other states, and so the people living there are also very poor. That is a financial situation of the state of Maharashtra, Kerala and Bihar. So now let us see about other aspects. What are the other aspects of Maharashtra, Kerala and Bihar? So let us see about the infant mortality rate. So this is about You know what is infant? Small child. Infant. Mortality means dying. So children who die within 1 year after the birth, that is called infant mortality. So children who die within 1 year, they are not even able to survive 1 year. Before that they die. Maybe because of lack of nutrition, or maybe because of lack of medicine, or lack of other protection that is required. Maybe the lack of warm clothes, or lack of house, shelter, all that. So due to various reasons, quite many children die in our country even before they reach the first birthday. So let us see in which stage more children are dying before reaching 1 year. So in Maharashtra it is 24. 24 of them die. 24 means out of 1000 children born, 24 of them die before they reach 1 year. So that is infant mortality rate. Then in Kerala it is 12. Out of the 1000 children born, 12 children die. And in Bihar it is 42. So you can imagine they are first of all very poor. The income of the people are very less. And so naturally we can say why the children are dying. Out of 1000 children born in a year, 42 of them die within 1 year. So that is a really pathetic situation. First of all, the people are very poor. They are not able to give good food to the children. They are not able to give good cloth, maybe warm clothes. If it is a winter season, children may die out of cold, or sometimes it may be very hot. So the children may be exposed to heat, and so they may die, or they may get sickness and there is not enough medicine or enough hospital, so children will die. So Bihar, we can say it is very backward. Even out of 1000 children born, 42 of them die. That is so high. But here we can see Maharashtra is very rich, but 24 of them die in a year. Out of 1000 children, 24 children die. But Kerala is a little more poor in matters of income. But there only 12 children are dying. That means Maharashtra may be richer, money may be there in their pocket, but they are not making use of it. So if they can make use of their income to build more hospitals, to provide more nutritious food to the students, especially to the children after their birth, maybe also give good food to the mother, so that mother will be able to feed the child with the milk and so on. So government is not doing. They have got enough money, plenty of money is there, they are very rich enough, but they are not making use of it. Money is remaining in the pocket, not making use of it. So as a result, every 1000 children are born, 24 of them die within 1 year. So we can imagine what a pathetic situation it will be, how sad the parents will be, and so on. Because of lack of facilities, they have to abandon their children, they have to see their children dying, and so on. So that is very pathetic situation, especially in Bihar. First of all, the people are poor and the children are born and they also die, and that is very pathetic again. Now let us see about literacy rate. How much are they able to read and write? Literacy means people who are able to read and write. Let's see how many percentage of the people are able to read and write in these states. So in Maharashtra, 82% of the people are able to read. 82%. So out of every 100, 82 people will be able to read and write. They know how to read and write. And in Kerala it is 94. 94% of the people will be able to read and write in Kerala. And in Bihar, it is only 62%. only 62% of the people will be able to read and write. The rest, that is 38% of the people. If you take 100 people, only 62 of them will be able to read and write. Another 38 of them will not be able to read or write. They will not be able to write even their name. They will not be able to put their signature because they never got opportunity to go to school or learn anything. So again we see Maharashtra is the richest country, but they are not able to provide literacy for the people. Only 82% out of 100, only 82 people can read and write. Another 18 of them don't know how to read, how to write. So again they are not making use of their wealth. They are rich enough, but they are not making use of their wealth to provide. Here we saw they are not providing hospitals and nutritious food to the children, so they are dying. Here we see they are not able to provide schools to the people to teach them to read and write, and therefore so many people remain illiterate. And Bihar, as usual, is at the bottom level. They have not enough money to implement the educational system or the schools or colleges and so on. So they are lagging behind. Now let us see about people who go to high schools. This is elementary schools. To read and write, enough to people go up to class 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. They will be able to read and write. So the rest of the people, they are not even able to go to school even up to class 1 or 2 also, they don't know. Now let us see people who are able to go to class 9 and 10, complete metric. Let us see how many of them. So in Maharashtra, 64 of them. 64% they are able to go to high school level, go to class 9 and 10. Then in Kerala it is 78. 78% of the people complete their high schools. Then in Bihar it is only 35. So see the difference. When we are just taking 3 states, Maharashtra, Kerala and Bihar, and you see in matters of average income or per capita income, Maharashtra is leading, Kerala is second, Bihar is last. And when we see about infant mortality or the death of children within 1 year, we see Maharashtra is not the first. In the income they are the first, but they are not first. Kerala is first. Only 12 children die here, but here 24 children die. Bihar is last again. 42 children die in a year. What is the reason? It is because of lack of hospitals, lack of medicine and so on. So it is really a very pathetic situation that people are given these difficult situations to face. Then we see people who have got literacy, people who are able to go to school and learn how to read and write. Here again Kerala is leading. Though their income is less, they are making use of it. They are providing hospitals, they are providing schools, making the children, encouraging the children to go to school and learn and so on. But Maharashtra is not making use. They have enough and more money, but they are not making use of it. Bihar has no money, therefore they are not able to make use of it. Only few people can read and write. And people who go to high school and do their studies. Here also Kerala is leading. 78% of the people go up to class 10 and study. But in Maharashtra only 64% of them go and study. And in Bihar only 35% of the people go and study. So that is a situation that people are facing in our country. So we say, to say a country is rich or not, it is not enough to look average income of a country, but we have to look at other facilities as well. We have to see the health condition of the people. whether the children are able to survive or not. We have to see whether the people are able to read and write their name or not. We need to see whether the people are able to go for higher studies or not. So just say we have this much income and so we are a developed country. That will not be correct. We have to find out other aspects as well. So that is what we see. We have to see the literacy rate. We have to see the higher standards, how much people are able to study and how people are able to experience health, how the little children are able to survive or not. If the government provide good medicine, good nutritious food and so on, certainly the children will be able to survive. But the government has got money but they are not making use of it. That is why the problem persists. So once again we just wind up. You say, if you want to say really whether a country is a developed country or not, it is not enough to see the annual income of the country, but we have to see other aspects as well. Income is important, of course, but together with income we also have to see the health of the people, the education of the people, all that is needed. If everything is there very high, then certainly we can say that country is a developed country. I hope you understood. So we just explain how important all these points are in order to find out a country is a developed country or not. So thank you for listening. Have a nice time.